Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, and you knew this was coming. You knew it was coming. So now here's the deal. I had this knife coming with, well, another knife, but then it turned into other knives. And I was planning on doing this one last because I just knew right off the bat this was going to be my favorite. So I wanted to save the best for last type thing. But I want to carry this so freaking bad that I can't wait. I just can't. The box came in yesterday. I had zero plans on doing a review today because A, I'm crazy busy. I got a lot of stuff to do today. And B, it's freaking cold out there and it's going to get warmer in the next couple days. Right now it's in the high 30s, I think. And later in the week it's going to be in the 50s. And I said, well, that's better. So I was just going to wait, but I can't. I cannot wait to bring you this. The off-grid Scorpion Blackout V2. Holy smokes! Yeah, this is one that I was just I can't wait. So I'm gonna do the best first. And so obviously it comes in a nice magnetic box, right? And it's got the molded foam inside. So when you're not carrying your knife, if you like to keep your knives in a box secure, this is a keep it all do. If you move around a lot, if you're driving somewhere, you have a place you could put your knife. Really, really nice. The knife itself, listen to this. Oh, so solid. This thing is a one all do all. I was gonna do some like verses and things like that with this knife. But I'm not doing it right away because I plan on doing multiple videos on this thing because this thing is going to be a seriously sincere carry on me. This thing is going to be with me a lot. I had to rock the flat brim, man, because it just goes. But holy crap! As soon as I opened this, it was freezing when this was delivered, and it was put outside and it was left out there until I found the box. And when I grabbed it, it was cold, and I was like, oh, wow, it feels great in the hand. Now that it's not cold, this thing is tacky, man. This thing is done really, really well. The carbon fiber on this, now that it's not cold, like ice cold, it's even better than it was day one. And day one, it was great. Oh, day one was yesterday. It's great. It is great in the hand. Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. This thing is a beast. Let's go over the specs so we can really get to using this thing because I don't want to just sit around with it. All right, so let's see. Blade length. Well, first of all, it's 4.9 ounces total because it's built like a tank. Blade length is 4 inches for me. Perfect. I love. Like you'll see a lot of my my EDC blades are like a 4-inch blade. Between 3.5 and 5, somewhere in there is where I like to keep my blade lengths on my pocket knives because I'm big, right? So it makes sense for me. Right, left-hand carry. It's the Elite series, and they aren't kidding. Mechanical. It is ball bearing and so smooth, man. It's a flipper. Blade length, we just went over 4 inches. Blade width, 1.1 inches. That's this way. Boop. Blade thickness is a full 4 millimeters. Nice thick stock. I do like that. It's got a 58 Rockwell. The blade material is the Buller M390. This is no joke steel. It is strong as a D-bad, but man, it holds an edge better than I do. I'm less edgy. So we got a reverse Tonto tip. The color is black. What? The blade finish is black wash. It is a plain edge. The best. Handle color, black wash. Handle material. This isn't steel. This isn't plastic. This isn't wood. This isn't cheap. This is titanium. It's not aluminum. It's titanium. So when you're looking at it and you're saying, oh my gosh, look at the price. Ooh, da 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 da. Titanium frame, ball bearing, M390. I don't know if you got that all in your dome. Titanium frame, ball bearings, plus real carbon fiber, not fake carbon fiber, real carbon fiber. Everything about this is built to be a forever knife. It is a no joke package. There are a lot of knives that are close to this in shape and style and size. There's a ton. You can go out there, you can find a jillion knives that are going to be a streamline, reverse tanto, really nice, cool. But but they're not going to be built like this. They're not going to be of the same materials. Let me quiet up this dog. Damn, they're trying to ruin everything. So, I mean, it's just that good. The materials in this thing, I mean, I had to have the Buddha behind me because this thing is spiritual. This thing will change your religion when it comes to knives. It's just awesome. They have like a really good write-up on every single part of this knife. Like, you go to their website, it's offgridknives.com. Just go to their website. And I'll even show you what when you get to the, that's what you're looking at, right? But when you scroll down, first it has the write-up, Scorpion 2 Blackout. It tells you all kinds of good stuff. It's all, I mean, this thing is high-end as high-end can get. It has a separate write-up on just the blade steel. It has a separate write-up on just the action. It has a separate write-up on just the carbon fiber. Not only just carbon, but ultra lightweight, extremely strong, has a high-tech look, used by NASA, even applied in cars like Ferrari and Lamborghini, Scorpion. I mean, it's just everything. It has a separate write-up on just the black wash titanium. And it has a separate write-up on the ergos. And I have to say that the ergonomics are dead on. They're just dead on, straight up, perfect. Perfect. My pinky, we did that preview video, and I explained to you, first of all, you can see all this jimping right here, right? Ultimate grip. I mean, just ultimate grip. It is a frame lock. The frame lock is a perfect, I mean, it's thick, first of all, it's titanium, but it's got a perfect fit to snap. It doesn't, some frame locks, you open it up, and no matter how, if you open it soft or hard, for some reason the frame just springs way in. Then you got to get a screwdriver to unlock. No, this thing is perfect. This thing is perfect. Some don't go enough, and you start banging on it, and it's going to close on your hand and cut open your fingers. Not this one. This is perfect. Speaking of perfect, the tip, dead nut straight. There is no crookedness. There is no loosening. I mean, this thing is just built better. They build better knives. It's just what they do. Their build construction and their materials are what makes these guys wear the hat worthy. That's exactly what it is. And I mean, when it comes to ergonomics, this one right here, I could swear on my mutta with this one. The thumb ramp right here on that spine, the climb, is jimped. So you have a non-aggressive but completely there when you put your hand on it thumb spot, so you can do all your tight little cutting and all that. The thing is just awesome. It's so awesome. It's going like this. Take me outside. And I'm like, well, can't deny a good thing. So let's go outside. All right. So one of the main questions we get as knife reviewers, and Scab over at Choir Boys Cutlery on his way to 5,000, go give him a sub. He will attest to this. Almost every time we do a knife review, every time we pull out a knife, one of the #1 questions is it good for self-defense? Yeah, I mean, come on. Cavemen killed saber-toothed cats with a pointy stick. This thing is good for self-defense. So now, can you get your Black Widows, your hourglasses? Boom. Absolutely. The knife is fast. Boom, 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 because of the ergonomics. Everything about it is just right. Poke, twist, pull. All in one shot. Boom. Boom. And it's just going to open up wound channels that aren't coming back from. So now, off-grid, I can pretty much guarantee, doesn't want a reviewer saying, hey, this is great for your neighbor's ribs. No, it's not. But, I mean, no, they do not. But here's what it is. This knife will help defend you against Bigfoot. And Off-Grid, as a company, has no loyalty to Sasquatch. So if you should happen to run into a Sasquatch and get into a fight with one, Off Grid is not going to complain about it if you win with one of their knives. So let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. We're going to try a 1/2-inch nylon rope. We're going to try a push cut here, and God, it just dug straight in. I don't even have to touch it. It was absolutely simple, simplified. We got 4 layers of leather on the old belt here. That was as smooth as it could have went right there. I mean, that is super smooth. Let's see. We didn't even shave with it yet. Oh, I could shave literally my whole arm. Look at this. Look at this. Look at, can you see? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, like, I'm not just like sweeping nothing. That's all my arm hair right there. This thing, if I got a hot date, look at how smooth that is. Woo, baby butter. All right, so we got some plastic here. Let's see. Oh, man, just sweet. It's falling apart in my hand. The knife is cutting, but the whole thing's falling apart. So, I mean, just smooth, man. Just smooth. Tearing it straight apart. I wasn't lying to you guys. Do you see what that is? That's ice. That's ice. It's cold out here. So, ice. If anybody knows blades, ice is one of those things that you don't want to hit your edge on, because ice will dull. And it's the stupidest thing. Ice. Ice is a serious knife duller. So let's chop the ice. Let's chop the ice again. And let's check the edge. No problem. No problem. Boom. So you need to get through a tire. Boom. It's going through the tire. Let's check the coating. Going through a tire a couple times. It doesn't even have a mark on it. Doesn't even have a mark. Nothing. Nada. Zero. Zip. Bam. So let's do some balance tests. And what I want to do is some 4-foot drop. So it's going to be 4 feet from the tip to the stump, and we're going to see how it falls. It's a folder, so it should be heavier in the rear, so it always should lean a little. But this one, I don't know, man, with that 4mm blade, it's falling pretty true. Now we're going to do a couple hard downward throws, hard ones, and what that's going to check is we're going to check to make sure there's no tip damage. With this one won't, because it's got a fortified tip. But it's going to make sure the mechanics are all smooth. If you throw a bad knife down, a lot of times what will happen is the lock will shift and it'll close on you. Even a good knife, if you hit it in the right angle, anything can wobble. But this is pretty solid, so I don't think it's going to do that. But also what will happen is you'll begin to get wobbling in the blade, because when you have moving parts in a knife, you don't want to, impact sends those guys all screwy. So let's, oh man, that's got some bite. There. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me it's not in there. Tell me I didn't throw it hard. All right. So it didn't close. Proper function. No problem. Any loosening? None. None. Solid as a freaking rock. Let's take a look at that stop pin. That stop pin is really nice in there. All the construction on this thing, it's so solid. It's just so solid. It is an awesome freaking knife. And I told you guys that this might just take over as my #1 EDC. I mean, I always have knives on me usually, but this one, it looks like it's going to be one that's with me every day. I'm talking, when you say EDC, that means everyday carry. This is an EDC. So you can go out and you can spend 30 bucks on something similar in package ergonomics and looks and all that, but that doesn't mean you're getting something similar in actual function and test it and abilities and what it's made of. So I haven't seen one similar yet. I haven't seen one. I've tested a lot of knives. Just the materials alone, it shouldn't cost what it costs. It should cost more. And I think that they're doing a service to the people with this construction, made in America, with these parts.
No, not made in America. Usually it's for that it's more expensive. But let's see here. Oh my gosh. Tell me if that's not butter smooth. Butter smooth. Let's lock it in. There we go. Gosh, this is just so nice. So nice. See, this is why the shredder likes these guys so much, because these things shred. These things shred. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. I mean, it's perfect. It's the perfect EDC. Let's see if we can't get some nice tighties. Oh, look at this. Oh, guys, I'm telling you, man, this is no joke. They're not paying me to like their knife. Nothing extra is happening. They did send me some extra stuff, but with the promise that I give it a real review, with a promise that I'm honest with it. And I'll tell you what, honestly speaking, I love this knife. I mean, you've seen me come out here and talk about knives that I don't love, knives that just don't do it. And you've seen me come out here and you've seen me talk about knives that are just okay. And you see me come out here and take knives that could be great but needed to be a little something to make them great. This knife is perfect. This knife is freaking perfect. M390, titanium, carbon fiber, ball bearing. This knife is perfect. So we're going to do some more work with it though. Hold on, let's get it set up. All right, so I say we try and do a little batoning. It's the one thing that A, no company likes to see with their flippers, and B, something that you shouldn't do with a flipper. It's just not smart. But this knife, shoot, man, if I'm in the need of kindling and this is all I have, I want to make sure it's going to go. I want to make sure it's going to go. I want to know this knife is going to go. It's going to do the job. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing about this knife that's telling me no. Nothing about this knife. Now, pretty much every locking knife I've used during batoning will generally close for, like, it'll close and snap back. This one is not doing that. This one hasn't closed yet. It's stayed open the entire time. And even great knives, you know, like I have folders that are, I have a $550 folder and I have a $650 folder. And I don't think that they are this. I don't. And I'm saying that honestly. There are knives out there that are just amazing. I mean, amazing knives that I swear up and down and all around. And but I don't think they're this. I really like this knife, man. I mean, not like, I love this knife. Let's get this out of there. We're gonna check rubbing all this. So we're gonna check the finish on it. It's all still there. Okay, so now I got a nice split going. This is the point of pulling it out. Man. Ooh. Okay, here we go. This thing is just awesome. This thing is awesome. I'm having a really hard time getting a good solid hit because these stupid knots are making it really difficult. Ugh. I closed it with my hand that time. All right, so we are right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This would be a lot smoother if I didn't have these knots. There we go. There we go. This thing's awesome. This thing is awesome. All right, so that's a whole lot of work. That's a whole lot of work on that edge. I don't think the knife noticed. I honestly don't think it noticed. Sitting there batoning, rubbing that freaking blade in and out. I don't think it noticed because as soon as I needed to cut some leather, it was immediate. Immediate. Oh. Oh. Hey guys. So apparently the knife is better than the tripod. The tripod is not M390. It is not titanium. It is cheap. It is cheap-tanium. All right, so let us continue. Gosh. Golly. I mean, is there nothing that can stop this knife? Look how pretty that is. That is clean. Oh my gosh. That is so super nice. Now remember, this is a folder, so it is definitely no way, shape, or form a chopper, right? But companies usually hate when I say but. We're gonna do a little chopping. We kind of have to, right? It's part of the game. Part of the game. All right, so obviously this thing is way too big, but we just want to see how the knife handles being chopped on. And I have to say that tapering usually is a bad thing when chopping, because that means the knife is gone. This jimping right here, ooh-wee, that's nice. That's nice. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to show you guys a close-up of this hole that we're making here. Yeah, it's a one-all, do-all. It's a one-all, do-all. Let's see here. Make sure we're in the shot. Oh, look at this. I mean, fine as paper. Fine as paper. We're taking off the skin without getting to the wood. See how that's brown? See that? Watch this. Look at that. You see right there? Different color. Look at it. This knife, it has such great edge geometry that I can take off under the bark. Look at, see all this brown, right? That's under the bark and above the wood, and I'm taking it off without going all the way through like that. That is crazy, crazy sharp. And not just sharp, but it tells you that the edge geometry is absolutely perfect. I mean, just perfect. I thought I had something to do with this other than that. Well, let's see here. Let's see here. Arrows, pit spikes, tent spikes, things like that. Can you make them? I don't see why not. I mean, you're out in the wilderness and you need to hunt. You're not hunting with your pocket knife. You need to be able to make something to hunt with. Wow, look at the bite. And this knife is going to offer you the ability to construct your hunting needs, or your tent needs, or your camp protection needs, or your cooking needs. Anything that you need to have needed to be needed is going to be with this blade right here. This thing, gosh, this is so nice. This is so nice. I'm just totally into this thing. Can you tell? Let's see. Whoop. Here we go. Let's see if we can't get a good solid chop on this thing. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's all over the place. I could just take apart the sticks. Are you kidding? I didn't expect it to go in one chop. This thing is awesome, man. This thing is awesome. Hey, oh, ha. So every single thing I expected this knife to be when I saw it in the catalog on the website, it's every bit of what I thought it was going to be. I'm talking every single bit of what I thought it was going to be. And then it just went above, and then it went beyond, and then it toppled all that. And it's just better and better with every single stroke of the blade I make, right? Basketball season is among us, right? Well, let's see. Golly, this is so nice. This is so nice. And now your kids won't fight over the ball because they each have one. Hey, so the coating on there, let's see, it's dirty, right? I'm gonna give it a little lick my hand. Make sure I don't cut off my finger. Look at this. Look at this. This thing, man, I'm so glad that I did the review today, because I could not physically wait another day to not have this riding in my pocket. There's no way in hell I was going to go another day without this thing riding with me. It is, I mean, it's the perfect pocket knife. Materials, build construction, build quality, the edge geometry, every single thing, just even the weight just makes it better. It just, and better than what? Just better than you pick. That's what it's better than. I'll give you the opportunity to try and decide what it's better than. It's just better. Golly, it's so nice. Look at this, guys. I've been hammering on this blade, and it's like remember when E.T., they brought him out for Halloween and he saw Yoda and he went, ooh, and tried to follow him? E.T. didn't know. E.T. had no idea. That wasn't an alien. This knife has no idea it's been going through all that work. It's stuck in. It's just stuck in right here. So now here's a good thing. I just absolutely rattled it way over there. I threw it into that log. It hit sideways. I was trying a no spin. It hit sideways. And there is no loosening, no rattling. Woo! That was a pretty good side throw. Let's see. What are we looking at? Okay, here's my steps. 1, 2, 3. So we're looking at about 3 yards on a side throw with this thing. Man. And it killed the log. So, guys, I'm so freaking happy with this knife. And I'll tell you what, you go to Off Grid, you look at this knife, and you do the toss-up. All right, well, there's another knife company out there that sells something similar for 50 bucks. 50 bucks, and I can totally afford 50 bucks all day. Well, you know what? This is why we have credit cards. You put it on your card, man. And this one's not, this thing's half the price of the 4Max. Half. This thing is almost a third of the price, or less than half, in between a half and a third of the XL Espada with the carbon fiber. And as knife guys, we go out every day and buy that stuff. Every day. So the price is not that far off. You can go to Cold Steel right now and you can buy a ton of knives at the same exact price point as this, and you will, because it's Cold Steel and you'll buy it for the name, but it won't be near the quality. It won't have this build quality. It won't have this steel. It definitely won't have this frame, and it won't have this juicy awesomeness that this thing comes with. This is a complete and total ride or die. That's what this is, man. This knife is just awesome. It's cold out. It's just awesome, man. And I mean, for me to come out here when it's this cold and battle this weather that I absolutely hate because of the love of a knife, man, it says something. This thing, there isn't a single, like, anything wobbling. Let's see how dead true. I mean, dead true. This is completely straight, awesome, beautiful, wonderful, amazing. Off Grid, you freaking nailed it. I mean, ass kicking. This is fan-freaking-tastic. I love it. I'm cold. I'm going in. Buy one of these, the Scorpion Blackout V2, and they come in a whole bunch of different colors and whatnot. So don't think, oh, I don't really like a black blade. Okay, good. You don't have to. They have other ones. This platform, but with different finishes. Pick yours. Phenomenal. Thank you guys at Off Grid. Thank you for helping me and assisting me with some knives. I can't wait to get to the next ones. Just understand that this one will be in my pocket while I'm testing the other ones, because this one's not leaving me. So that's it for that. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.